Welcome back once again. So in the previous videos we have learnt about preparation of certain addition polymers and condensation polymers. Today we will be discussing about the rubbers. So rubbers, we are having the two types of rubbers. There are two types of rubbers, that is synthetic rubber and natural rubber. Now both these rubbers, that is either synthetic rubber as well as the natural rubber, both of them, they belong to the class of elastomers. If you remember my first few videos, I have told you, I have discussed about the elastomers. So both of them are from the class of the elastomers. Let us first discuss about synthetic rubber. What is synthetic rubber? Now this synthetic rubber is an artificial polymer and it is manufactured in the industries from petroleum byproducts. So it is obtained from petroleum byproducts. An example of synthetic rubber is neoprene. You must have come across this word neoprene. Now neoprene is an example of synthetic rubber and has been obtained by polymerization of chloroprene. Now what is chloroprene? Chloroprene is nothing but it is a unit, or the chloroprene, the IUPAC name of chloroprene is 2-chloro-buta-1,3-diene. So look at the structure of 2-chloro-buta-1,3-diene, that is CH2 buta-1,3-diene. That is at 2 position there is chloro group over here. So 2-chloro-buta, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms, and at first position and the third position, that is over here, there are double bonds. So this is called as 2-chloro-buta-1,3-diene. So this is how neoprene has been manufactured into the industries from our 2-chloro-buta-1,3-diene. Now next, coming to our natural rubber. So it is obviously an example of natural elastomer. And it is also a unit of isoprene. It is a polymer of, you can call it as a unit or a polymer of isoprene. Okay, now isoprene, look here, what is isoprene? There is n molecules of isoprene. This is a monomer unit. It undergoes polymerization to give you, there is a long chain of polyisoprene. So it undergoes polymerization. How it undergoes, we need not go into the detail. It only comes as a definition or in the fill in the blanks in your examination. So look here, it undergoes polymerization to form polyisoprene. So this is isoprene and this is polyisoprene. Now what is the difference between the synthetic rubber, that is a neoprene, and the polyisoprene, or a unit of that is many units of isoprene leading to the formation of polyisoprene? What's the difference between both of them? Now this is manufactured into the industry, so obviously it is a better quality of the rubber. So we can say this is good quality of the rubber, good quality good flexibility, over a wide range of temperature, it does not get deformed easily. It does not get deformed easily when stretched. But what about this rubber? There is a natural rubber. Okay, now this natural rubber is a gummy material. And it is of the poor quality. So we can write down it's gummy material, poor quality, poor elasticity, poor flexibility, and it gets deformed when stretched. So what can we do? That is, because this is poor quality, this quality it can be enhanced, the quality can be improved. Now how the quality can be improved? That is, we can introduce some SS polysulfide cross links into this. Let me rub the board. That is, in order to enhance the quality of this rubber, we can introduce some SS polysulfide cross links. SS polysulfide cross links. Now what is the role of this cross links? If you remember, what is the role of the cross links? The cross links, when introduced, obviously we find that the quality of the rubber becomes better, the flexibility improves, and it does not get deformed because of the presence of the cross links. So how can this cross links be introduced into this natural rubber? That is a rubber when you are heating it at with the 3 to 5% sulfur at a temperature of 110 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then we find that the rubber will be introduced with this SS polysulfide crossing. This cross links will be between the chains of the rubber. So by doing this, the quality of the rubber will be improved, and this whole process is called as vulcanization of rubber. Vulcanization of rubber. So look here how we do it. Suppose this is our rubber which is of the poor quality. So what we do? We are heating it with 3 to 5% sulfur for 110 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes. When we do this, we will find the cross links will be introduced into these rubbers. So cross links are getting introduced over here. You can show it over here in this way. Earlier there were no cross links. Here the cross links that has been introduced. Okay. So here when you stretch it, again what will happen when you stretch it? You can see these are the chains of rubber, and these are the polysulfide cross links over here. That is SS polysulfide cross links. Okay. So what happens when you stretch it? This also gets stretched, and you can see the SS polysulfide cross links. And when it is released, When the strain is released, it again comes back to its normal position, but it does not get deformed. Now when I say stretching, the stretching can be done to a certain extent. Does not mean that you just keep on stretching. It has got certain limits for until which it has to be stretched. So it can be stretched to certain limits after this vulcanization of rubber. And before vulcanization, it was so poor quality that the moment you stretch it again, it gets so deformed. Even if you leave it, it will become useless. So this whole process, we call this is vulcanization of rubber, and usually 1 or 2 marks questions that has been asked from this particular part. That is either the equation, or sometimes it has been asked as in the as your objective question, fill in the blanks, or the multiple choice questions for 1 mark over there, or as a definition, what do we mean by vulcanization of rubber. So we complete over here the chapter, all the important parts that I have covered. See that you read the chapter, and if you have any doubts, students, you see that you just write down below in the comment section. I will just get back to you. Thank you, students.